Hi, we're gonna talk about all of the new media that I brought into my collections. And we're gonna start with DVDs. I'm gonna do them in kind of an order. It'll make sense in a second. There were three that I picked up on sale at my work at Black Friday. Actually, one of them was on sale Black Friday, but I got it anyway. Because the DVD was, for some reason, the Blu-rays wasn't. It was dumb. It's very silly. But I got Superman, The Accountant 2, and then Black Bag, which is the one I paid full price for. But, like, here we are. But yeah, I really liked all of these, so I'm very happy to have them in my collection. Then, these next two, I've never seen. I bought them during different Criterion sales in last month, because there's a flash sale on their website in October, and there was a Barnes & Noble sale that just ended, so. But they're the same director, and I like all of his other that I've seen, so like, I feel like I'll just like these, which is why I bought them, not gonna lie. So first up, I picked up Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. I have yet to actually see this. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I'm actually thinking that I'm gonna save this because my family does a monthly movie night, and I think that would be really a fun way for all of us to watch it together at the same time. Is just to do that. But we'll see, because I have my next two picks like guaranteed. This is what I'm picking, and we like rotate whose month it is. So, and with the holidays, like we just haven't done one since October. So I probably won't get picked up until February. And I am picking a different Guillermo del Toro film because I'm picking nope, I almost said Crimson Peak, and that's not what we're watching. We're watching Pacific Rim. Because other than my brother, no one else has seen it. So I'm very excited about that. But the other Del Toro film that I picked up is Nightmare Alley. Again, I've never seen this. Which is funny because there actually is like two films in the Criterion Collection of his that I have seen, The Devil's Backbone and Shape of Water, and why I picked two that I haven't seen, I don't know. Although this is because they didn't have Shape of Water at my local Barnes & Noble. They had this though, so. Although I think they did have Devil's Backbone. I don't remember. And then in thrift book shop orders, I picked up Danny Darko, and then which I'm really bummed because I just recently found out they're actually releasing a special like 4K edition of this, and it's fine. I don't care enough because I just bought a copy. And then I didn't realize it was a library copy. Otherwise, I probably would have gone to my local used DVD store because I do believe they had a copy in stock online. But I did get The World Made Straight. Again, I didn't realize it was a library copy, but I have a few of them in my collection. It's whatever. Here we are. Since I last filmed one of these, I have I have 3 new vinyl and I have 1 new CD. But we have Bleachers, From the Studio to the Stage, live from Madison Square Garden. I am a huge Bleachers girly. I don't know if you know this about me. I don't think I've really talked about it on this channel, but I'm a huge fan of Bleachers. I've never gotten to see them live yet. Someday though. I was like this close. They were playing at a festival that's local to me, and I was like, but the other band that I want to go see is the other like headliner for Dark Night. I just couldn't justify like buying tickets to an entire festival block for one band. I regret that choice. Now the 1 CD is also one of the vinyls, but it'll make sense why I needed the CD in a second here. And that is Everybody Scream by Florence and the Machine. This is the lyric book. It's a photo, but it's also got like the lyrics. I really am bummed though because like the lyrics are in these weird shapes. I typically, because I have the other one, I have the one of this for Dance Fever, and I sometimes will use it in Billiomancy, but this being a weird shape makes it a little bit hard for that. But we'll see. I've not played with it yet for that, so, but I did get it for that. Also because it comes with the chamber versions. But yes, I did get the Florence and the Machine Every Scream. This is just the standard black pressing with a signed insert. And then the vinyl that I got since I last did one of these is Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party by Hayley Williams. I have the indie highlighter yellow. I love it so much. I actually went to my local indie record store for the Ego night. I got a whole bunch of swag, and it just makes me so happy. there are so many books here, and I'm convinced that somehow I forgot a book. So here's how I didn't. These are also in no real order. I got a signed copy of Girl Dinner by Olivia Blake. I have decided this is where I'm starting with Olivia Blake. So here's hoping I like it, because I've heard very mixed things about Olivia Blake's work. So I'm planning on starting here because I heard that it was like horror light, and also it was a signed copy from my local bookstore. So figured not a bad way to start. Then we have Hakate. This is my, okay, so I originally misunderstood. I thought that this was a collection of poetry. I think it's actually a novel told in verse. I could be wrong, but I like her other poetry, so I am planning on reading this. There's Sprayed Edges. I do know that they've already announced like a continuation of sort of this exploration of sort of the chthonic deities, so that'll be interesting. Yeah. Then After Hours at the Dooryard book. Yeah, at the Dog Yard Books by Cat Sebastian. Sorry, I'm trying to see. I should have grabbed, oh, it's under. I should have kept these two together. So we'll just move that off and I'll show them that later. We have Tender Cruelty by Kay Robert. This is the 9th book in the Dark Olympus series. And this is Zeus and Hera, and I'm so excited to read this. This is actually my next read, once I finish The Starless Sea. Storybook Ending by Maury McDonald. This is a local author, and the main reason why I picked this up is because it was based off of a local bookstore to me. And also because I was supporting an indie bookstore that just opened. So I figured, why not get a book about a different local bookstore. Oh boy, these next three. I have a mutual, this is their fault. They were like, hey, did you know that Eric Lestat writes thrillers? And I went, I'm sorry, what? I own all three of these now. These are Law of Depravity, Laws of Wrath, and Laws of Annihilation. I'm gonna read these all in February. That's my plan. There's a 4th book coming out in September, so I really hope I like these. But here we are. I don't know what I did. Okay, I blacked out. They were all in my cart. It's fine. And then these 2 books you will have seen in my October wrap up. And that is The Salt Grows Heavy by Cassandra Shaw and Stainless by Todd Grebson. Okay, next we have in back in October, Love Struck Books opened in their permanent home. So I bought 4 books from them, and this is one of those. And it is You Should Be Sorry. I almost said It Could Be So Good, which is a different Cat Sebastian book. This is You Should Be So Lucky by Cat Sebastian. One of my favorite romance authors, truly. Her and Kay Robert, probably. Although, one that's quickly becoming one of my favorites is Sierra Simone. And I picked up Priest because they didn't have what I wanted from her, but I've heard good things about this, so I did pay that up. Then I picked up Reforged. This was completely not tied to those picks at the bookstore because I got Priest, Weeks Could Be So Good, The Bookshop, and then Trouble Suck, which is upcoming. I'll show you in a minute. But this is Reforged by Seth Hayden. I really liked the one that I read back in March of this year, so I figured I'd pick up another book in a series. So yeah, they're all standalones, but they're all in the same universe, so I'm very excited to read another one. Then I picked up The Princess Knight by Kat Jacobs. I've heard mixed things about this, but from people that I trust their opinions, I've actually heard nothing but delightful things about this. It brings like a debut novel, but like it's a Legally Blonde retelling. Like I thought we were just here for the camp, so I'm very excited to be here for the camp. Then I also picked up Local Havens by, Anyway, this is a debut author. This is also, Inky Phoenix Press, and they are the indie publishers of one of my favorite books of this year, that I read this year, Strange Beasts. So this is another one in theirs, but this is a cyberpunk retelling of Great Gatsby, and I, as someone who loves Great Gatsby and also loves a good buy for buy story, I'm here for this. Then I picked up Eternal Ruin. This is book 2 in the World Dark trilogy. Look at the gorgeous sprayed edges. Delicious. This one says, love is the first enemy, death is the second, which I'm very excited. This, I don't normally get around to it, but this is like 700 pages. So I'm hoping to build up a decent being ahead in my reading goals before I tackle it. Then I'm probably gonna save this. That's not my intention when I bought this, but I'm probably gonna save this for the Transit Readathon because this author is non-binary. We have Son of Morning by Mizukweki. I'm sorry. This is like like fantasy romance. It's gorgeous. It's got sprayed edges that are pretty. It's also like, it's so gorgeous. Like this whole book. And I have yet to read a book by her that I don't like. This will be my third book by them that I've read. Because I still haven't read Bitter. I need to get around to that point. But yes. And then I got Triple Sec by T.J. Alexander. I loved A Gentleman's Gentleman, so I picked this up because it was just good. Then in thrift book acquisitions that turned out to be library copies, I picked up Gotham City Garage Volume 2. I loved Volume 1. This is by Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing, 2 of my favorite comic book writers, so I had to pick this up to finally finish that series. Then, speaking of finishing series, I also picked up Harvest Size, yes, and Doors of Bruises by Sierra Simone. This is book 3 and 4 in the Thorn Chapel series. I have been devouring this series this year, very slowly. I read the first book in July. And then I just finished book 2 in December, so you'll see it in my wrap up. I am obsessed with the series, and I just needed to have the next 2 books. My plan is to do this one in January, and then I don't know when I'm going to do this one, but definitely in January, sort of gothic winter. Maybe I will end up bringing both back to back, because I'm just obsessed with these characters and this world, and it's so delicious. But that's, as far as I'm aware, everything I brought in. I really tried to keep track about. I tried really hard to keep my list on my phone. I largely succeeded. I filled in some spots, but luckily I knew like certain things that I bought at the same time as other things. So, but yeah, that's it for everything. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Of course, I immediately realized that I somehow forgot to grab this tome. This is What's Next. A backstage pass to The West Wing, its cast, crew, and its enduring legacy of service. I was such a huge fan of the show when I was in high school, when my parents introduced me to the show, and I bought my mom a copy of this for her birthday the year it came out, and I forgot to get me one, and I finally caved, and I got this. So, it is a chunky beast. I have no idea when I'm possibly going to get around to reading this. Hoping next year. But, yeah. It's a thing that I have now. And I forgot that I wanted this until I was politely stalking someone on Instagram, and they mentioned that they had read this. And I was like, well, thank you for reminding me that I wanted to read it. So, yeah. But yeah, that's it. I am still editing this video, and it's the day after Christmas, so I realized that I can just add on what I got for Christmas. Sorry, there's a book over here that I forgot what it was, and I was trying to figure out what it was. But anyway, from my roommate and best friend, I got the Homerotic Hymns. Very excited about that. Okay, so like 2 weeks before Christmas, I was mentioning to my mom that I had gotten rid of one of my favorite books from my childhood. My mom went online, found a used copy, and bought it for me. Anyway, it's this Golden Books of Batman and Robin, the 97 film with George Clooney. Anyway, it's very silly, and I love it very much. My own mom also got me Lin-Manuel Miranda, The Education of an Artist, which I'm very excited to read. My brother got me Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, which I'm actually very excited about reading. It's only because it was referenced within the context of a second season of a show that I really love, so I'm very excited to watch the show and then read this later. Because I'm worried, like, thematically, I might spoil some things, and I'm just, like, scared, okay? Then my sister very, very sweetly and generously got me the Art of Frankenstein book. This thing is gorgeous and big, and, like, look at this. It's so good. And I almost cried. So, I love her very much. But that's what I got. Well, that's not true. I got a DVD, but, I realized that I didn't take some stuff that I bought Black Friday off my list. So my brothers gave me a different DVD. I don't know what it's going to be yet. Oh, and my mom got me a bookshelf extender for my bookshelf, but it didn't arrive yet. So at some point I'll have more book space. So the pile in between the bookshelf and the desk can hopefully go, some of it, onto the bookshelf.